Some dreams make your heart race. Others make you wake up with certainty. The certainty that you won't live long. That time has already chosen you. And no matter what you do, you cannot change the end. War is not just about bullets and explosions. It's about the voices you cannot explain. About the feeling of being watched when there's no one there. In the old notes of a European officer, there's a story from a night before the world fell apart. He and his comrades visited a palm reader, not to seek answers, but to laugh at superstition. But when she opened their hands, the woman froze. Her hands trembled. Her breath caught. She whispered that there, where the lines of life should have been, was nothing. Only blackness. A void that swallowed the future whole. Days later, they returned to the front. One by one, the men with the empty hands vanished from the world of the living. Stories like this kept appearing. Dreams too vivid. Visions that felt like memories of events that hadn't yet occurred. A fighter pilot once said he never dreamed until one night before a routine flight. In his dream, he was dead. He could smell burning fuel, hear metal shrieking, feel his body thrown violently, though he was still breathing. He laughed it off, called it a silly nightmare. The next day, the sky devoured him. Radar picked up something near his plane, yet human eyes saw nothing. In the forests of Vietnam, nights were filled with whispers. Leaves moved without wind. Footsteps echoed, yet no one was there. A squad leader began dreaming of his own death. Not once, not twice. Every night, with unchanging detail, he saw himself kneeling. The ground soaked in blood, hands empty, like the officer's palms from decades before. He began to say goodbye, handing out his belongings, looking at his men as if it were their last meeting. And when the first shots rang out on patrol, everything in his dreams came true. But this horror didn't stop on the battlefield. It followed those who survived, haunting those who returned. A flight captain reported radar often showing another aircraft, flying dangerously close, mirroring every maneuver. But the sky was always empty, as if something moved beyond human sight, as if there were another passenger, unrecorded. That night, no one dared leave the cockpit. And then, the most terrifying dream of all. Not a soldier's, not a pilot's, a national leader's. He walked through empty halls. Cries echoed from the walls. The air was heavy, like a house of the dead. In the center, a coffin, guarded by soldiers. The face beneath the cloth. Who has died? The president. Days later, the world proved the dream was not a warning, but a notice. Perhaps it can all be explained. Stress, trauma, a human mind cracked under the pressure of war. Or maybe, when someone stands too long at the edge of death, death begins to recognize them. And when it recognizes you, it no longer comes quietly. It comes through dreams, through whispers, through the certainty that slowly kills hope. Because the most terrifying thing is not dying in war. It's knowing that your death is already waiting, and there is no way to escape.